So big news in the world of YouTube. The CEO of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki, is leaving as of today. However, she is going to still be there because she needs to be there for the transition period between CEOs. But after that, yeah, she is going to be gone, but still serving an advisory role at the parent company Alphabet. If you didn't know, Google's parent company isn't just called Google, it's called Alphabet. As for the actual letter announcing this, because here it is on YouTube's blog, I read through this, and yeah, I mean, this is basically just a retirement letter in effect, because she has actually been with Google for 25 years, since really the beginning. That's kind of wild to think about, because like I remember when some of these companies were still new. I mean, I remember Google when it was basically just the search engine. It was before even YouTube had been acquired by them. So obviously, if you look at her career, she has done multiple different things, and then for the past 9 years has been CEO of YouTube. And at this point, I'm pretty sure that there is a lot of people that are celebrating her retirement, because honestly, if we look at the last 9 years of YouTube, let's see, that would put us back to 2014. YouTube has had a lot of different problems. I mean, it is so easy to just shit on YouTube. In fact, one time I was going to make a video actually praising some of the things that YouTube has done, but then they end up doing something. I don't remember what it was. It was just something stupid that they did, where it was like, well, brilliant. Because plenty of people that are probably watching this video right now do remember a time where you could start a video and, actually say, damn. There was a time when you could actually do that, and now, I mean, if you so much as hint at that, then your whole video gets demonetized. Fortunately, I don't have to worry about that, because my videos aren't monetized to begin with. But yeah, if I eventually am able to monetize them, it would be interesting to see how many of my videos, on the main channel specifically, just can't be monetized because I've somehow started the video in like the first minute saying fuck. So anyway, the person that is going to be replacing Susan is a man named Neil Mahan, who has also been with YouTube for a while. So what he has been doing recently is he is the Chief Product Officer, and became Chief Product Officer shortly after Susan Wojcicki became CEO of YouTube. You know what? Procrastination sometimes pays off, because I meant to record an addendum to this video anyway yesterday, but I just didn't. And now this afternoon, it looks like there is a little bit more information that kind of got dug up on Neil Mahan, because depending on how I edit this, he is was the Chief Product Officer, now new CEO of YouTube. And what this means is his job was overseeing the development of new features and really the platform itself. So like what he would see is YouTube Shorts, YouTube live streaming. So this whole push for the past about year with YouTube Shorts to compete with TikTok, yeah, that would have been something he had a hand in. Initially, what I was going to say yesterday is I don't really see anything changing too much with YouTube, and I don't see it changing for the better or for the worse, because this is someone that they are now putting in as CEO that has a lot of experience with the company, that knows the platform of YouTube, probably about as much as I would think Susan Wojcicki does. And my claim as well is support even further, because here is, again, the YouTube official blog. We have a post from just a little over a year ago from Neil Mahan talking about really some of the new features and what they're going to be doing in 2022. And most of the stuff that they talked about is stuff that happened in 2022. But you want to take a guess what didn't happen in 2022? This paragraph right here. So, I forgot about this, but there was actually a bit of a controversy on YouTube a year ago about trying to integrate NFTs and blockchain shit into YouTube. That was something that they were going to do because every company was trying to do that. And at the moment, from what I can tell, a lot of it just didn't really work the way that anyone thought it was going to. I mean, okay, any sane person could tell that NFTs were just fucking scams, because they are. But people that had these high dreams of whatever the fuck, NFTs never got integrated into YouTube properly, and for good reason. They're all scams. I don't care, they are all scams. But this would suggest that he was pushing for having NFTs on YouTube. And dear fucking Christ. Now, I want to think that he probably realized this isn't a good idea, and perhaps a lot of people at Google said, or at least came to a conclusion, yeah, this isn't a good idea, we just aren't going to touch this after today. So if that's the case, then I don't think there's anything to worry about with NFTs or anything like that happening on YouTube. Yes, only time will tell if any of this bullshit here happens. In my opinion, I think the best thing, the smart thing for YouTube right now, and really for the new CEO, would be to never mention NFTs again, because most people don't like it. But also at the same time, what really should be the focus is maybe improving communication with their partners, the people in the YouTube Partner Program. Now, of course, as someone that isn't in the YouTube Partner Program, what do I fucking know? Well, I only know what I've heard on YouTube. But I think that it is the duty and responsibility of the person that is cutting the checks to their partners to tell them when changes are about to happen. Maybe you don't need to go into a lot of detail, but at least give people a heads up, tell them what's going on so they can adapt, so they can maybe preemptively change a few things about their channel. That way, when just one random day, half their channel gets demonetized, or half their channel gets deleted, or whatever the fuck ends up happening, they at least could have braced for that to mitigate any damage. It would also cut down on the PR issue that this company always has, where whenever there's a new policy or something that changes with monetization or whatever, there's always a huge uproar, and then it dies down. And then a couple months later, there's another uproar because something has changed, and then it dies back down. You've seen this for fucking years. That really, in my opinion, should be the focus, is communicating that ahead of time, because, yeah, there'll probably still be an uproar around it, but that seems to genuinely be the biggest problem I'm seeing, is that this kind of change isn't communicated ahead of time. In fact, down here, they brag about having 2 million creators in the YouTube Partner Program. That is wild to me, because I'm thinking, like, that means that that's how many channels have above 1,000 subs. Now, yeah, of course, this is around the world, but this is more people than, like, a majority of cities. 2 million people in a city would be, like, probably one of the 100 biggest cities in the world, roughly, if I had to guess. And yet, these are all people that seemingly do not know what the fuck is going on whenever something changes with monetization. So, to reiterate, YouTube isn't going to die because there's a new CEO, and YouTube isn't going to get better just because there's a new CEO. By virtue of there being a new CEO, the platform isn't going to just magically become better. To quote the awesome film that is Megamind, I wouldn't say freed, more like under new management. Subscribe to the channels. I've got a meeting in 27 minutes. I'm out.